of course, we were notified that a young Smash prodigy has been beating the ever-loving mess out of some more established players. Brian Hanel, our boy, No Sleep Adachi, has the scoop
What
on
is
this.
up?
Tell us about it, sir.
Alright guys, so we got this young player named, well his Twitter handle anyways, KHDD at DDeity. He's a young Smash player according from what I've seen online or some of the reports anyways, somewhere around age 13 or so, but he's been going toe to toe with top players such as Sam Sora. Seen like there's videos of this online, Sam Sora. We also got Zero up on there and plenty of others, and also he started playing with them more frequently also. It's kind of become a regular thing, which is honestly very cool. Honestly, in my opinion, to see top players kind of communicating with obviously especially the player that young in the scene and whatnot. He's gonna definitely turn into a force to be reckoned with in the future. Honestly, I can see him being a actually, he's gonna be a huge name in the future when he's once all this COVID stuff and whatnot's over. I can see him hitting locals if he's allowed and whatnot, and just going toe to toe with all the community there, and maybe coming out on top for most tournaments. Honestly, like some of his gameplay is crazy. He plays honestly, my opinion, he pretty much a plays quite a sharper Pokemon trainer than what Leff and most of the other players play, because he uses each of the different three characters that you have at your disposal mid match. You got the Squirtle, you got the Ivysaur, you got the Charizard. He knows just well enough how to recover from these crazy situations where most of the time you won't see people even, I guess, try to attempt it for the most part. It's kind of like halfway there, but nah, he's constantly switching between them, dishing out that damage and taking stock. So hope to see more from this kid in the future, of course.
All right, let's open up the floor real quick. Boys, Antique Legend, Crunch Time. What do you guys have to say about that?
Yeah, I think it's really good to see, some young talent coming into, the Smash community. They've always been a community that, has a wide range of, age groups really coming in and, supporting it. And I hope that this kid does become, a player in the scene because that's only going to, make the FGC stronger and hopefully, become something like Hungry Box. I know I don't know a whole lot about Smash, but that's really good to hear that, young players out there are really, coming into the game and, beating guys like Zero, who I've heard of, and Sam Sora. So yeah, that's really good to hear.
Right, yeah. They're it's like with this younger generation, they're coming up in the FGC really young, younger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're understanding the game at a rapid pace. So it's good to start seeing new young players start to rise. This is even though it's a horrible time, but it's a perfect time because everybody's at home, everybody's online, and they just have nothing but time just to show everybody what they have, uh, have everybody put their eyes on them. Once this whole COVID is done, he's going to be going to tournaments and winning majors. So can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys, as as fighting game players, how does it make you feel? I mean, because we've all kind of been in the community for a little while. Some of us longer than others. How does it make you feel personally? I mean, knowing that there are like younger players, like up and coming younger players that are like really young coming up and like really making a name for themselves right now in the FGC.
Yeah, I think that's really good that there's younger players because you always need new blood and fresh talent coming in. I mean, people do come and go, from the FGC or any fight, any gaming community. So yeah, it's really good to see young players coming in because that's only going to help grow the community and make it more better for the future.
Also creates some of the more hyper moments. Honestly, remember a while back there's also a young King player. Actually, I think he actually played at one of the locals. I think it was back when versus gameplay was still around. But he was playing King and he got someone stuck in the death cradle. I think 4 times within a set, and
Oof.
that that was
Mm,
that was insane
wow.
as hell to see a young player like that popping off like that on King. Even garnered some attention from a little Majin at the time too, if I recall. So, but no,
Mm,
I'm looking forward to seeing players like that enter the scene because not only is it out of the blue, of course, not to say that just because you're young, you can't excel and play really good at the game. But honestly, I feel like also when they start showing up and they start beating some of the more veteran players, it starts to kind of humble up the community. It kind of like builds this, like, hey, I got to get better. And furthermore, everybody starts growing and puts a lot more effort than they already have been. So, I mean, honestly, it's only going to go up from there. It's fun to watch.
Right. No, it just to piggyback off of what both Brian said, it makes the veteran players step up their game, and also it brings new life into the game, keeps it going. Because if you just have the same veteran players playing the game, then eventually a game gets to that cult legacy situation, and then that's it. It's just those group of people, but that are playing that game. But if you get younger people playing your game, then like I said, it breathes new life into that game, and then it brings more and more people playing that game, more attention to that game. And then of course that gives more success to that game, and then the company sees that, and then it's like, oh well, it's time to make a new game, and we get more support from the various fighting game companies.
All right, man.
That's good.
Yeah.